looks like we have a basic framework for a trade between the Eagles and the Bears, and apparently they're close. Now, the question I have is this. Do you trust the people who caused the problems to fix it?
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So, today we have come with the hell is that? It's a big ass dog. Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody, do King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Cannot wait for the game tonight. I'll be live streaming it in one form or fashion. But I think between the Chiefs and the Patriots, I got the Chiefs tonight. I think they win. However, I will say this. There's always been debate about, is Tom Brady the best quarterback of all time? If he wins tonight with the Buccaneers, his second team, if he wins another Super Bowl, undisputed greatest of all time, nobody can argue, in my opinion. This will end the debate. So Tom Brady with a chance to be considered the undisputed greatest quarterback of all time, in my opinion. Right now, he may still be, but there is a debate with Joe Montana. So we'll see, but it's going to be interesting. Now, as far as the Eagles go, it seems like there is a basic framework for a deal, or we got some idea what they're going to be trading Carson Wentz to the Bears for, okay? It sounds like, and there was a lot of people talking, especially on Twitter last night, that a deal was close, that it was going to go down, and I think Natalie Eggnog, she put something out saying it was going to be the Carson Wentz to the Bears for the Bears' first-round pick, Nick Foles, and Tariq Cohen. Howard Eskin, he comes out and he says he's hearing almost the same thing. His was a little different. His was the Eagles send Carson Wentz and a draft pick, which we're going to talk about in a second, to the Bears, and they get the Bears' first-round pick, Foles, and Tariq Cohen. Now, Tariq Cohen came out at some point and said, I talked to the GM of the Bears, the head coach. They're not trading me. I'm not going anywhere, okay? So we don't really know what's going on. And then there are reports coming out of Chicago that the Eagles have thrown in a second-round pick in this trade. So I want to kind of go through some of my ideas because it seems like there's a basic framework, right? Carson Wentz for the Bears first and Nick Foles. Everybody seems to agree on those three things. Okay, the other stuff we'll talk about. Once again, I'll say this. I disagree with the decision to trade Carson Wentz. I don't like it. I would keep him, but I have no say in the matter. This whole thing is ruined. I just hope this, okay? If this has come down to Howie Roseman staying or Carson Wentz staying, and one of them had to go, then picking Howie Roseman over Carson Wentz is disastrous, and it's moronic. And if that's what the Eagles have done here, then we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble, okay? Because I don't know why this man wants out so bad. The coach is gone. There are reports coming out of Tampa Bay right now and other places that there are people coming who have knowledge of what goes on in the Eagles organization. They're saying it wasn't Doug Peterson. It wasn't Carson Wentz. It's Howie Roseman. The problem is still there. This is what I've been saying, okay? And if we're picking Howie Roseman over a franchise quarterback or the quarterback, I think that's a mistake, okay? I just do. But it looks like he's gone, so that's just the way it is, right? So the one thing I like about this whole situation, the one thing I like is the fact that the Eagles, okay, are getting a first-round pick. They're getting a first-round pick. And if that's the case, I'm good with it. I mean, I'm good with getting a first-round pick. I'm happy about it because I didn't think they could get that. I didn't think they could get a second. I thought they would get like a third. So if they get a first-round pick out of this, great. That is great, okay? As far as Nick Foles goes, I know the Folesian society is assembling as we speak. As we speak, okay? And them people, they're crazy. They're crazy. Now, they're two kind, like, I'm a part-time Folesian society member because I respect and love everything he did. But these full-time guys with Pope Nitro Freak, these guys are crazy. They're crazy, okay? And they're ready. They're ready.
And Foles might come back. And here's the thing. As much as I love Nick Foles, I think he's a Philly legend, should be honored in every way possible. You want to honor him. But I just feel like this. Okay, if you bring Nick Foles back to Philly as a backup to Jalen Hurts, you are basically creating the same situation for Jalen Hurts that you did for Carson Wentz that obviously bothered him. Now you may say, well, Jalen Hurts is much thicker skinned. He can handle it. It doesn't bother him. Let me tell you something. I don't care how thick skin you are. I don't care how much you can take. The amount of pressure the amount of extra pressure that you're putting on him, because when he goes out, let me tell you this. Let me put it this way. The Folesian Society wants him. They just want Foles back. Once he's on the roster, then you're going to start hearing, well, why are we starting Hurts, a young rookie? Let him sit and learn. We got a Super Bowl MVP. You don't sit a Super Bowl MVP. He should start. And then we're going to go into training camp and then the season. And what's going to happen? First half of the game, let's say Hurts struggles. Maybe first quarter. As soon as he throws an interception, as soon as he does something wrong, people are going to be, got to put Foles in. You got to put Foles in. It is going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy the amount of fans who are going to be calling for Foles very quickly. Very quickly. And whether Hurts can handle it or not, don't the Eagles want to make it as easy for this guy as possible? Why give him the extra pressure of having a legend behind him? I think it's just like they don't learn from their mistakes. They don't learn from their mistakes. I mean, and when I say that, I think Nick Foles comes in, he does everything he can to help Jalen Hurts. They'll have a great relationship. It's not Nick Foles, him. It's the Folesian Society. It's the fan base. And let me tell you, I'll be streaming these games, and I can tell you right now, the calls for Foles will be ridiculous. The Folesian Society in 3 years destroyed Carson Wentz. They destroyed him. Destroyed him. What do you think they're going to do to Hurts? They're going to go after him like nobody else. I think that, Hurts has got enough to learn, enough to worry about. He doesn't need the added pressure, even if he can handle it. I like Nick Foles. I love Nick Foles. I want him, put him in the Eagles Hall of Fame. Do all that. You have a statue. But I don't know, putting him back in Philly just makes me think that this organization hasn't learned from their mistakes. That's my issue with it. As far as possibly Tariq Cohen, now I don't think Tariq Cohen's coming here. But if he's coming, my thoughts are this. I love Tariq Cohen coming out of the draft. I loved him. Okay, I wanted him, but they took Donnell Pumphrey. Stinks. Okay, my thing is this. I gotta tell you, I don't want him to come. And here's why. There's one reason why. He's coming off a torn ACL. Running backs coming off a torn ACL the next year, they're never healthy. They're never the same. They're never right. So, we're just bringing in a guy coming back from a torn ACL. I don't care that he's ready in September. I don't want it. You got a Tariq Cohen type guy in Boston Scott already. Okay, so to me, maybe that's a throw-in, but I don't like it. Now, some people are saying it's a first, Foles, and a third. Now, if that's the case, I like the first and I like the third, as long as I'm not giving up a pick. And if I'm giving up a pick, it can't be anything. It can't be a second-round pick. If the Eagles give up a second-round pick for their first, it's just I don't like it. I will be really pissed off. Okay, so hopefully that's not the case. But we're going to see. And the one thing that we all have to remember, you have to remember this: when the Eagles get that 20th pick overall, guess who's making the pick? Guess who's making the pick? Howie Roseman. Do you trust this man with the 20? I barely trust him with the 6th pick, which is like with the talent that's going to be on the board, is almost can't miss. And I don't trust him. Now I got to trust this guy. I've got to trust the guy who basically looked at DK Metcalf, a guy eating bricks and shitting knives, and then JJ Arcega-Whiteside, a guy with his mom carrying an umbrella for him on a sunny day with nothing there. He's got an umbrella. You want Umbrella Man or you want the man shitting knives? I want the man shitting knives. He takes J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I don't trust him. What I see here is major dysfunction within this front office, and it's Howie Roseman. And I almost feel like because Jeffrey Lurie is so blind to what goes on, he is allowing Howie Roseman to try to fix his mistakes. We got the person putting us in these situations and basically telling him, okay, go fix it now. You're not responsible. I mean, people talk all the time. Oh, you got to hold Carson Wentz accountable. You got to hold Doug Peterson accountable. Who's holding Howie Roseman accountable? My God, how many strikeouts do you have to have? Something is wrong. And if you look at the basic framework for this trade, I'm not overwhelmed. I'd rather have a first and a third. You want to throw in Foles? Fine, but I don't think it's going to benefit Jalen Hurts. And if it doesn't benefit Jalen Hurts, then what's the point? That's just my opinion. So we'll see how this thing plays out. Maybe somebody comes in with a different offer. But it looks like Foles is coming back. And look, I love Foles. I just hope that the Folesian society does not tear Jalen Hurts a new one. That's all I'm hoping. Give the guy a chance because he's young. He's going to make mistakes. And we got to give him a chance now. It's better to have a young quarterback develop than an older guy. I just think that's the way it is. And if the Eagles are dead set on putting Foles in and starting him, and they want to draft a quarterback somehow, then trade Hurts. Don't waste his time either. Just my thoughts on this whole thing and this situation. I'll be live today. Like I said, Super Bowl's going on. I don't know. I feel like if I do the Super Bowl, everybody's going to want to talk about Carson Wentz in this situation. So I almost may gear it towards that more than Super Bowl while the Super Bowl's on. I don't know. Let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.